Welcome to Learning English with Captain Binoy Varagil, Assistant Professor, Department of English, St. Joseph's College, Devgiri, Calicut, Kerala, India. We just want to lead a very successful life. We need to, of course, succeed in everything what we do. And with this purpose, of course, we are just becoming experts in communication skills. And today in 21st century, whichever profession we are in, whatever we do, we need to be expert in communication. We must be very, very successful and effective in communication. And communication today is successful or complete or perfect through English. And we are just trying our best to, of course, master English. And let me assure you, your friends, no matter what your present condition of English is, maybe you have some difficulty in reading and understanding and speaking English, you can change your English day by day with some hard work, with perseverance, determination, and patient hard work. You can be a master of English. And with this particular purpose of mastering English, we are marching forward to, of course, use English, speak, write, and of course, do miracles with English, right? And now we are just we have decided to, of course, learn English in a very wonderful, effective way, like, of course, the people in Britain use English, and we are just trying hard for that. And I assure you, you will one day, very soon, be using English in an effective way, in a successful way, and you will be very, very confident about your English, and people will be just admiring and accepting and saluting you for your beautiful English. Of course, we right now discuss function words. We know about the function words, and we know that there are different types of function words, and we are learning about the auxiliary verbs as function words. And we saw some of the auxiliary verbs in the previous sessions, and we know about the auxiliary verb am, the use of am we are sure about. Similarly, we also learned the use of is and are. And today we are learning the uses of the auxiliary verb was. Alright, now let us just understand the different uses of was. So was is mainly used in two occasions. Number one, was is used in the past continuous tense when the subject is singular. Alright, we have to understand two things. Was is used in the past continuous. Past continuous tense refers to an action which was happening maybe days before or maybe hours before. Past continuous, right? That action was progressing sometime in the past, hours before, or of course days before. And we say the boy was crossing the river. The boy was crossing the river, right? So we use was in the past continuous when the subject is singular. Here you have the boy. The boy is just one boy. Boy was crossing the river, alright? Okay, the speaker saw the boy days before or hours before, and the boy was crossing the river. Alright, so we use was, the auxiliary, one of the forms of be, alright, to just indicate an action that was progressing some time ago. That is, of course, the first use of was. And we say a lot of examples the same way, like in the farmer was plowing the soil. The farmer was plowing the soil, okay, in the morning, right? Now it's evening, or rather now it's afternoon, and we can say we're speaking about a farmer, and the farmer was plowing the soil. He just wanted to cultivate something, and he was just plowing the soil, right? So we use was the auxiliary verb to indicate the progression of an action in the past, and was is of course going along with singular subject, right? The boy was crossing the river. The boy was playing cricket. The farmer was plowing the soil. Similarly, we can say the cow was grazing in the meadow. The cow was grazing in the meadow. Similarly, we say he was singing a beautiful song. He was singing, right? In all this, we have the singular subject, farmer, the boy, he, or Gita was washing the dress. All right, Gita was washing her dress. Right, Gita was washing her dress. Right. So in all this we have singular subject, action in the past. Action is progressing, and we are using the past continuous. Right, and we say Gita was dancing well in the party. The Gita was dancing well in the party. So this is the first use of was. All right. Once again, let's do sum up. Was is used in the past tense to show the continuity of an action, that is of course past continuous, and of course it agrees with singular subjects, and we say my grandfather was singing a devotional song. My grandfather was singing a devotional song. Or we even say it was raining heavily when I was working in the farm. Alright? It was raining heavily when I was working in the farm, right? It was raining when I was working. Alright? So it's easy to understand. Now let's just try to use the auxiliary verb was in the correct way, in the right context. Alright? We are using it, of course, in the past continuous. It agrees with singular subjects. The subject is, of course, just one person or one thing. And we say that he was dancing beautifully in the wedding reception. Alright, now we move on to the second use of the auxiliary verb, was. And we have to understand the fact that was is used in the passive voice when the subject is singular and the verb is in the past. So here we have to understand it is used in the passive voice, and we say examples like the suspect was arrested. Look at the example. The suspect, the subject is singular and it is of course passive voice. It is of course somebody is arresting. Normally we understand it is the police who arrest, right? Alright, or the detective is arresting, right? So we can say the suspect was arrested. The suspect was arrested. And another example, the militant was killed. The militant was killed. The militant is singular, it is past tense, and of course it is passive voice, and we say the militant was killed. Now we have of course more examples like the building was destroyed. The building was destroyed. Alright, so the building is singular, it's passive voice, and of course it is the building was destroyed. Alright, the building was destroyed by the bomb explosion, or rather the building was destroyed in the bomb explosion. Similarly, we say that the branch was broken. The branch was broken. Alright, the branch is singular, it is passive voice, and it is of course past tense, and we say the branch was broken. Similarly, we say the tree was cut. It is right passive voice, and the subject is singular, and we use the past tense of the verb, that is of course the past participle of the verb, and we say the tree was cut. Alright, so these are the two important uses of was, the auxiliary. Alright, number one, it is used in the past continuous when the subject is singular. The farmer was plowing the soil. Number two, it is used in the passive voice when the subject is singular and the verb is in the past, and we say the militant was killed. The militant was killed. All right. Now we have just learned the two uses of was, and we have to, of course, use it in our day-to-day life. All right, as we speak, of course, let us be sure that we are referring to an activity in the past, and let us, of course, see that the action was progressing, and we can say that, all right, okay, my neighbors were all just working hard. All right, or else we can say that my friend Alex was working in the farm when I went to see him, right? These are all very good examples, right? And now, of course, right, let's use this language. And no one can, of course, be a master of the language without using it, right? Don't worry that our English is not perfect, and don't be under any kind of inhibition. Don't have any kind of shame or any kind of fright. Be confident and be courageous and use this language. And the only way to improve your language is use the language. Speak to your brothers and sisters at home. Speak to, of course, your friends. Speak to yourself. Think in English, dream in English. You are really a master of this great language, the English language, and you can conquer the world. All the best. May God bless you. Thank you very much for listening.